Hello everyone, this is CDS Sir Gautam Drolia sir and welcome to Reliable Institute Kota. Here we are presenting you the knowledge series video Relate, and in physics we have taken the topic as pulley problem for IIT JEE. In pulley problems, the mainly concepts moves around the Newton's law and constraint motion, but often we have seen that students do find many problems while solving this question. They feel very difficulty. The main reason behind this that they don't analyze the problems properly. So today we are going to give you the glimpse of what we do here at Reliable to make student able to understand, visualize the concept and make them capable to write the correct equations. So let's start with our problem, the pulley problem. So students, here you can see our system which consists of three blocks M1, M2 and M3. We have two pulleys here P1 and P2, out of which P1 is the fixed pulley and P2 is the moving pulley. Before proceeding on, we must analyze our target variables and we must try to analyze the motion which you can see over here. Our target variables are acceleration of each block and tension in each separate string. Our whole discussion will be based on certain assumptions which we are going to discuss right now. The assumptions which we are using here in the questions are as follows. First one, all the surfaces are smooth. Second one, string is ideal, which means it is massless and inextensible. Third one, the pulleys which are used are again ideal, which means it is massless and frictionless. Now let's analyze each component of the system, starting with block M3. You can see if we draw the FBD of M3, the forces which are acting on M3 are tension T dash in horizontal direction, a normal in upward direction, and its weight mg in downward direction. Let us assume its acceleration is a3. And if we write Newton's second law equation for this block, what we get is T dash equals to m3 a3, which is Newton's second law in horizontal direction. Now, coming to the pulley P2, which is a movable pulley, if we see the FBD of this pulley, we will find a force tension T dash in upward direction and two tensions in downward directions. Since it is a single string, so the both tensions in downward directions are equal in magnitude. Now this pulley will also be accelerated. I have shown it here A3. We will further prove it why we have taken as A3. This pulley is a massless pulley, as in prior to discussion we have taken assumption that this is an ideal pulley. So net force on this pulley must be 0. So we can, by applying Newton's second law, we can say that T dash is equals to 2T. Let's analyze block M1 here. In block M1, if we see the FBD, we will have a tension force in y direction upward, its weight m1g in downward direction, and its acceleration have been assumed as a1 in downward direction. Actually, acceleration depend upon us wherever we want to assume it, upward or downward, because it's a vector quantity. Here, I have assumed it in downward direction. Applying Newton's second law to it, we can write the equation m1g minus t equals to m1 a1. Similar to M1 block, here we can see FBD of M2 block, which has force T in upward direction, weight m2g in downward direction, and we have assumed its acceleration to be a2 in downward direction. Now writing Newton's second law equation for this block, we can say m2g minus t is equals to m2 a2. Till now we have written Newton's second law for all the three blocks and the moving pulley, and the resulting equations are these. So you can see over here that we have 5 variables and only 4 equations. Our variables are a1, a2, a3, t and t dash, but equation till now we have is only 4. So there is a missing equation and we need to find out one more relation. To find out this fifth equation, we will use string constraint, and there are many methods to apply string constraint. Here in this video we are showing you tension work method. In this diagram you can see over here that we have shown tension T dash on block M3 and its displacement has been shown as x3. Similarly on blocks M1 and M2, displacement has been shown as x1 and x2 respectively, and tension acting on them are T. Using work method, we can say that work done by tension on the system is 0. So writing work done by tension on each block, first for M3, it would be T dash into X3, positive work of tension will be there. For M2 and M1, displacements have been assumed in downward direction and tension is acting in upward direction. So work done will be negative, and work done will be written as, for M1 it would be minus Tx1, and for M2 it would be minus Tx2. So summing them and equating it to 0, we will get the relation 2x3 is equals to x1 plus x2. Now differentiating it twice, we will get the relation a3 equals to a1 plus a2 whole divided by 2. So now we have our 5 equations, which are, for pulley, moving pulley P2, we have T dash equals to 2T. For block M1, we have M1G minus T equals to M1A1. For M2 block, we have M2G minus T equals to M2A2. For block M3, we have T dash equals to M3A3. And final equation which we got through strain constraint is A3 equals to A1 plus A2 whole divided by 2. Now solving those equations of Newton's law, we get the results as A1 comes out to be this one, A2 comes out to be this one, A3 comes out to be this one, and tension comes out to be this one. So you can see how easy the concept was if we visualize it properly. At last, I would like to wish all the best to all the JEE aspirants, and stay healthy, stay safe. Don't forget to stay tuned for more such interesting videos of Knowledge Series Relate.